what did you make of Jose Mourinho seemingly feeling that Liverpool being treated as the last wonder of the world?
When?
He said after the game he felt that Liverpool had been treated, been built up by the media as the last wonder of the world. Is that something that you noticed?
No. So.
What do you make of it? He seemed to feel that Liverpool had been overhyped. I think that was what he'd been getting at.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I can nothing say about this. Not what he did before the game. Actually, a few things, of course, I know about, and I told you already before the game that it looks like we are in a perfect moment, and they not. That's what I can say to this. But I have no idea what this could mean. So, not interested, actually. Yeah.
So you move forward, and obviously Karius picked up his first Premier League clean sheet. After the game, though, he said to us that he felt that he still needs to be more commanding, less hesitant, and he needs to improve his kicking as well. How do you see it, and is the thinking to keep playing him as he tries to make those improvements?
That's a very good start. That's how it is. We watched him for a long time, and especially in the last 2 years in the Bundesliga, he was outstanding. And but still, he's still a young boy, so it's for a goalkeeper especially. And so he collected experience, but this is of course something else. And here in the Premier League and different kind of play in general in the Premier League, and style of play in our specific case. And so of course he has to improve, and he can improve. But with the start, I feel quite comfortable. Everything is good. It was not perfect, but it was not. It was one situation with Dejan together with the passing, but things like this happen, and more serious things like this happen for other goalkeepers, which are more experienced and all that stuff. If you want a goalkeeper who plays football, then you take the risk that sometimes. The ball is bouncing in a different way, and so that's all. So everything's okay.
And in terms of the injuries you had, how's Ronaldo and also James Milner? Is he okay for the weekend?
Actually, in this moment, there's nothing really to moan about. We have these few kicks and things like this, and in the game, and still felt it after the game, of course. But no. Nobody's ruled out in the moment, and Gini is on the way back, so that's good. And so, if nothing happens today or tomorrow, then we have quite a big squad to make the choice.
Yeah. Jurgen, there's been quite a lot said during your time in charge about Liverpool's record against the so-called lesser teams. In the match against Hull before that, you said you wanted your team to be angry. You went on to thrash them in that game. Is that the same approach you're going to have to take every single time now against the lesser teams?
Against all the teams, eh? I don't know exactly what the lesser teams means, but it sounds it sounds not full of respect, and we are full of respect. This kind of angriness, when you really want to be a competitor and you need it all the time, even when you play against your best friend in the game, when you play him, you need to be kind of angry. So and that's very important, and so that's how it is. And West Brom is a very, very experienced team with a very experienced manager. So they don't come here and want to make it easy for us or want to make it easy to enjoy for our crowd or something like this. They want a result, and I respect this. So and we need to find a way to play them. That's all. For this we need what you said, and what's kind of the truth. A part of the truth that we need to be kind of angry, but we need, in the same moment, we need to be patient enough. All of us, again, the crowd and the players. So because all what they are doing is, of course, in defending, is to make us feel uncomfortable. So not to do what we want to do, not to do what we are good in, and so that's not easy to enjoy. But if we are ready to enjoy each challenge, if we are ready to celebrate each challenge we've won, if we are ready for a real tough football game, then it's to enjoy, because then it's another kind of football. And how always early goals would help. 3 early goals would really help, but that's not really likely that it will happen. How I said, they are really experienced, and they are very good in defending, and there are no high results until now. And when then on their side, like the result against West Ham, for example, so very good in set pieces, very good, and they want to have set pieces, of course. How I said, there's not only one way to be successful, but we cannot choose their way, and they cannot choose our way. So we have to find a way in this game to be the better team.
You drew against West Brom twice last season, home and away. Do you think your team are a better place to win this sort of match this year, having had the time, more time to work with you, more time to work on the sort of ideas that you just...
Yes, I think, and hopefully it is like this. We proved it a little bit, if you want, but not. The problem in our job is that we have to prove it all the time. The important thing and the big difference is that we know more about us. So, and that we know more about the things we want to do together and how it should work and how, but that's not, unfortunately, it's not like cycling. Yeah, you can lose it, you can miss it, and you have to do it again and again and again. And it's, in this game, there will be difficult challenges and there will be passes which don't go through. And then it's about the atmosphere in yourself and in the team and in the stadium. If you moan about it, if you are frustrated by it, if you are disappointed by it, or if you use it. If it's only one pass, nothing else. And so that's what I mean with creating an atmosphere because of us. We want to win. That's the only thing why we meet on Saturday. It's the only reason. And but for this we need probably 95 minutes. So go for it. That's all. It's not. There will be not big spaces. Everybody knows about West Brom, how they defend. There's nothing. There's no easy way to go through. On the other hand side, they have even when they don't play, but I don't believe. But even if they don't play, then each set piece is a threat for every team in the league, not only for us because they are good in. And yeah, we need to be ready for this. And when we can stay confident in the game, all of us, then there will be always a chance. The only problem is, even when it's the second half, at the end of the game, whenever. So when you stay really in the race, when you stay confident, then there's a lot to do, a lot of space to use. If you only wait for the one easy moment, no chance.
And Alana, you've selected set to be his 100th appearance for Liverpool this weekend.
Yes.
But we saw the influence that he had on Monday against Manchester United when he came on, and his sort of development since you've been here as well has been pretty parallel to what you've done with what you're trying to do in terms of his importance to the team.
For me, it feels like we spoke already a lot of times about Adam. I have no problem. I like him, so that we can speak about him. But it was a very intensive game, for example, against Man United, and coming in with fresh legs is not the worst thing. So that's completely different. He's a very good football player and very important for us. And in my opinion, his development is not that big because I didn't watch the games before I came. But since I'm here, he's on a constant high level. I would say, of course, with all the improvement in the team, he can take the benefit of this too, but he brings a lot in the team, a lot of his quality. That's all right. That's all good. But in a special game against Man United, it's with his quality coming in, fresh legs, that has to make then the difference. You have to see that there's comes a high quality player with full of energy, and that's what he did. Unfortunately, at the end, it was not enough for us, maybe not long enough, whatever. But it's all good with Adam, and until now this week he could, train properly, and so everything is good.
I was just wondering about the influence, how much the key memory is for this squad, because he's only been here a couple of years, and back in the 100 appearances is quite special, isn't it?
When he was very young, he was already captain of Southampton, wasn't he? Right? Yeah. So that says a lot about him. And he's a smart boy, and now in an age where experience helps you more and more when you're smart enough, and that's all what he uses. And let's grow confidence. That's how it is. And yeah, he's a real Liverpool player. He loves this club. So, he made a difficult change. What I recognized when we played Southampton, and obviously Southampton still miss him. A lot of players left Southampton in the last few years, but obviously with Adam, they're still not happy that he's not there anymore. So that says a lot about his quality and the influence he had already at Southampton. Now, yeah, now he's here, and I'm really happy about this fact.
Jurgen, in the same way that you will watch videos of West Brom, they will no doubt be watching videos of your team.
Probably.
And they will look at games such as Leicester and Hull and heed the warnings, I suppose, from that. Is part of your challenge this season to evolve as a team and to try out new things in different games as the season progresses?
I'm sorry that you couldn't see that we already did it in this in the different games. We have different plans. I know. Yeah, of course we have to do it. So, but we didn't start it last week, so we are a little bit longer on this trip, and so yeah. But even when West Brom didn't watch the game against Leicester or Hull, they would never play like Leicester or Hull. No, that's not possible. West Brom plays like West Brom. That's Tony Pulis has a specific way, and that he's very experienced in this, and it makes him very successful in the last few years with different teams. And that's what you have to. That's nothing. In the analyze, it's not. Look, Leicester did it like this, didn't work. Hull did it like this, didn't work too good. Yeah, I don't know who did it like this, worked well. So let's try like this. So that's not possible. We had not a lot of bad results until now in this season, but a lot of problems to solve, a lot of situations to find solutions for, and that's what we will have again against West Brom. But I don't think that the games we played until now have a big influence on the preparation from West Brom.
Jurgen, your next 3 games against West Brom, Crystal Palace and Watford, all teams you dropped points against last year. Are these the type of fixtures that you have to win if you're going to be successful this year?
For me, it's actually it's only you remember me all the time, which we played not so, which opponent we didn't play so well last year. I have no memories for this actually, because it's a completely different team. We are a different team, they are different teams, and we don't lose or win against another team because of the name or the common history or something. It's because of the performance in a specific game, and that's what we have to do. And of course, if we want to be successful, we should win a lot of games. So we should, first of all, we shouldn't care about the name of the team, and we shouldn't care about where we play them, at home or there. We have to win, we have to win, we have to win. That's how it is. But what do I know? For this, you need to be lucky in different situations, so injuries in the game, all that stuff, and you need to force it sometimes. Sometimes you need to. Always you have to fight for it, and that there's no difference. And I don't make differences between these kind of teams. So we prepare when we watch their football. We watch as much as we can, and we try to learn about them, and then we use it in only one game. And that's how football analyze works, and hopefully we are well prepared. And in this moment, you cannot compare West Brom, Crystal Palace, and Watford. They're two completely different teams, maybe with 1 or 2 common strengths, but that's for a lot of other teams it's the same, but they're completely different. And so you need to be prepared for all these different styles.
Just to follow up, you played those 3 quite early in your time here. Did that sort of show you how strong this league is from top to bottom, that anyone can get anyone on any day?
Who can beat who? I have no idea. But that's it. What's clear is what this league what the differences between the Premier League and all the other leagues in world football, which I know, is that so big individual quality is in all these teams. I think we all know the reason for it, and that's a big difference. So nobody will go through and will have at the end, I don't know, 120 points or something. So because there are a lot of difficult hurdles jump over, and West Brom is for sure one of them, and they fight for every point, and that's the thing. But we played them early. I don't know exactly what it means. Of course, it's a difference after 1 year. But how I said, I respect them all, and I showed it last year when we played West Brom. I celebrated the point, and it was a little bit surprising for most of the people, but I was happy. And I don't know in this moment if I would celebrate a draw again, but it depends to the game, which we play on Saturday, and so everything is possible.
Final question, David. Even just the fact that you've got the cup game coming on Tuesday against Spurs, have any impact on your team selection this weekend?
Oh. No, not at all.
You don't think about freshness in terms of keeping.
Pardon? That would be a lack of respect against West Brom. How could I do this? No idea who's ready for Tuesday, but I'm not interested in this moment. So only thinking about West Brom.